Xabi Alonso is swiftly developing something extraordinary as the manager of Bayer Leverkusen. The former star of Liverpool, Real Madrid, and Bayern Munich is emerging as one of the most promising managerial talents in global football. He has earned the nickname "The Professor" due to his remarkable achievements in transforming Bayer Leverkusen from a 17th-place team facing relegation to European football, now sitting at the top of the Bundesliga within just a year. It's not only about the results. The style of football he has implemented is highly entertaining, with an average of 4 goals per game, surpassing any other team in Europe. His rapid success in management has sparked speculation about his potential future as the head coach of Real Madrid or Liverpool. How has he accomplished all of this in such a short time frame? Let's delve into the details. Xabi Alonso is widely recognized as one of the outstanding midfielders of his generation, renowned for his exceptional passing skills, vision, and football intelligence. The Spanish player enjoyed a remarkable playing career, playing a pivotal role in Spain's golden era, contributing to their FIFA World Cup and European Championship victories. On the domestic front, he achieved success with 14 trophies across 3 of Europe's premier clubs. In a nutshell, Alonso was truly exceptional at football. At the age of 35, despite still being a world-class player and a regular in Bayern Munich's first team, he decided to retire. However, Alonso's journey in football was far from over. In fact, it was just beginning. Having played under esteemed managers such as Guardiola, Del Bosque and Benitez, and with his father being a Spanish international and an experienced manager, a career in management seemed destined. Unsurprisingly, Alonso completed his UEFA Elite coaching course alongside former international teammates like Xavi and Victor Valdez. After gaining theoretical knowledge, he honed his skills in coaching youth teams. His first coaching stint at Real Madrid's Youth U13 side was a remarkable success, securing 22 wins, 1 draw in 23 games that season, scoring 142 goals, conceding just 12, and ultimately winning the title. In the subsequent season, Xabi Alonso returned to his roots, taking on the role of manager at Real Sociedad's affiliate in the 3rd tier of Spanish football. In his inaugural season, his managerial performance exhibited the traits of a talented yet inexperienced leader, marked by a porous defense and a lack of clinical finishing in the attacking third. However, it simultaneously showcased an entertaining style of play. In the following season, Alonso achieved something extraordinary, securing promotion to the 2nd tier for the first time since 1962. It became evident that Alonso was destined for the top, but he chose to progress at his own pace, turning down a job offer from Borussia Mönchengladbach. However, his final season with Real Sociedad B proved more challenging, leading to relegation back to the 3rd division. Despite this setback, Alonso had already accomplished a miracle and recognized it was time to move on. He stepped down as head coach after a tumultuous 3-year tenure, now prepared for top-flight management. The right opportunity was all he needed. The unexpected turn of events occurred in October 2022, when Bayer Leverkusen made the surprising decision to appoint him. Many at the time viewed this move as a daring and perhaps reckless choice. Providing context, Bayer Leverkusen found themselves in a dire situation, having won only 2 games in their first 12 matches of the season. Additionally, they had been eliminated from the DFB Pokal by a 3rd division side. The most alarming aspect was their 17th place position, marking their worst start to a Bundesliga campaign, especially considering their 3rd place finish in the preceding season. For a club of such stature, to entrust a manager with no top-flight experience was deemed a substantial risk and, from an external perspective, appeared entirely irrational. However, it didn't take Xabi Alonso long to make an impact. In his first match as manager, Alonso swiftly implemented his vision, by adopting a 3-4-3 formation with a focus on high-intensity pressing and cohesive possession. On that day, Leverkusen convincingly defeated Schalke 4-0, with young talents like Jeremy, Frimpong and Moussa Diaby excelling under Alonso. This performance made a powerful statement. Nonetheless, the initial period was challenging for Alonso, with Leverkusen going winless in the subsequent 6 games, including a 5-1 defeat to Eintracht Frankfurt. Despite the setbacks, it was a transitional phase, and gradually, the players began to grasp the unique footballing philosophy of the Spanish tactician. But what exactly is his philosophy? The most intriguing aspect of Alonso's managerial approach lies in his adaptability. While excelling as a player in teams that heavily emphasize possession, his own tactical model is more nuanced, drawing inspiration from various ideas encountered during his playing career under elite managers and his upbringing in his boyhood club, Real Sociedad. Consequently, Alonso adopts a flexible approach that constantly evolves based on the circumstances. Against weaker opponents, Alonso's teams prioritize playing an attractive style of football, focusing on pressing and dominating possession. However, he learned through experience that this approach doesn't always guarantee success. In his initial Champions League match against Porto, despite having 65% possession and 17 shots to Porto's 5, Leverkusen lost 3-0. This setback prompted Alonso to recognize the importance of tactical flexibility and pragmatism, stating, "If I feel something but my players don't, my ideas are useless. I have to change and be at their service." He understood that stabilizing Leverkusen's defense was paramount, surpassing the sole emphasis on possession. As the season progressed, Leverkusen's playing style constantly adapted. Some games prioritized midfield control, while in others, they would sit back, absorb pressure, and exploit their explosive wings and wingbacks to great effect. This approach revitalized the club, and by late January, midway through the season, Leverkusen had climbed to 8th place in the league. Adding to the excitement was the return of the prodigious talent, Florian Wirtz, who has successfully recovered from an ACL tear. Wirtz, a player destined to flourish in Alonso's attack-minded side, became crucial to Bayer Leverkusen's Europa League ambitions. In their first knockout match against Monaco, they triumphed on penalties after an epic 5-5 draw over 2 legs, with Florian Wirtz playing a key role, contributing 2 goals and an assist. Subsequently, they breezed past the Hungarian outfit Ferencváros 4-0 on aggregate in the round of 16. Another victory followed against Victor Barath's side in the quarters, but the semi-finals saw Leverkusen facing Jose Mourinho's Roma. Notably, Mourinho and Alonso had previously worked together at Madrid. The first leg saw Mourinho's side sticking to their counter-attacking principles, securing a narrow 1-0 victory in Rome. However, in the second leg, Mourinho's Roma adopted an ultra-defensive strategy, resulting in a goalless draw, advancing them in an entirely one-sided affair. Despite Leverkusen having 23 shots compared to Roma's single off-target attempt, Mourinho's team prevailed. Yet, Leverkusen retained optimism, finishing the Bundesliga campaign in 6th place and securing a spot in the Europa League. A remarkable turnaround from their grim situation in October, Alonso's impact was undeniable. However, to compete with top clubs, significant strengthening was needed. While Bayern Munich grabbed headlines with the acquisition of Harry Kane, Alonso's Leverkusen made calculated signings. Notably, Granit Xhaka joined from Arsenal for $15 million, highlighting Alonso's influence. Alejandro Grimaldo arrived on a free transfer from Benfica, adding attacking qualities on the left flank. Victor Boniface, who impressed in the Europa League, was acquired for over $20 million from Monza. However, Leverkusen faced a setback with the departure of Moussa Diaby to Aston Villa for $55 million. Despite the loss, they made effective signings, including Jonas Hoffmann from Borussia Mönchengladbach for $10 million and Nathan Sarlo for $23 million on deadline day. In total, they added 8 players to the squad, spending just over $80 million. This well-executed transfer window translated into remarkable results as Leverkusen made a stunning start to the 2023-24 season. They remained unbeaten in their first 9 matches, topping the Bundesliga with 32 goals scored. Leverkusen showcased dominance, not just winning, but convincingly outplaying opponents. New signings like Granit Xhaka and Alejandro Grimaldo made significant impacts, while Florian Wirtz regained his form with 6 goal contributions in the opening 8 games. Underrated playmaker Jonas Hoffmann continued his impressive performance with 5 goals and 3 assists. The X-Factor, Victor Boniface, stood out with 8 goals and 3 assists, showcasing his physical prowess and technical ability. The collective performance under Alonso's guidance fueled speculation that Leverkusen could genuinely compete for the Bundesliga title. While Bayern Munich and RB Leipzig have more depth, Alonso's team possesses a special quality that could challenge the traditional powerhouses. Shaped by Alonso's winning mentality, Leverkusen, often haunted by past misfortunes, is on the path to rewriting its history. However, Alonso's potential departure to Liverpool or Real Madrid adds urgency to their ambitions. Currently, the Spaniard stands as the clear frontrunner to succeed Carlo Ancelotti, whose contract concludes in 2024. While this remains speculative at this juncture, Alonso seems destined to attain such a role in the foreseeable future. Presently, Alonso remains entirely focused on Bayer Leverkusen throughout his managerial journey. Despite achieving success, the challenges he faces in Germany are considerable, particularly against a formidable opponent like Bayern Munich. Only time will unveil whether the professor can orchestrate another remarkable feat. Share your thoughts on Alonso's tenure at Leverkusen in the comments below. Regardless, thank you for staying engaged until the end, and I look forward to our next interaction.